Heyo, so got a record on a race roll map, so I guess I have to do a Ben commentary. So first of all, huge shout out to Ben. This run was super fun, and I basically just completely stole his route for it and made a few minor changes. First few of which you'll see right at the start. I do a few extra jumps here that Ben doesn't do. He uses ladders a lot more than I do on the way up the mountain. There's the first jump. And I did a little bit of testing, and I think that you want to avoid using ladders as much as possible. I still use one here to eat, but in general, I think avoiding ladders is definitely the way to go. There's the second jump. Both of them just save like a fraction of a second, but Ben gets quite good luck in his PvE and his run, so I need every second I can get at the start here. Other than that, this last section, it doesn't really matter how fast I'm going forward because this section is more vertical than it is horizontal. So as long as I'm still jumping as frequently as I can, I'm totally fine. So we get pots to the top of the mountain here. One thing that I have different than Ben is I don't have a pot HUD, so stupid creeper. I don't actually know exactly when my pots are running out, but it doesn't really matter. If they run out, I just reset the run. I get kind of nasty mobs here. The real things you're scared of here are spiders, but they just decide not to hit me. Every other mob you can kind of dodge around, or they just don't care about you. But spiders are a pain in the ass. I have a pretty good time on that wall despite the amount of mobs, but even then it's only like a tiny bit faster than Ben's run because he had quite good luck in that wall. So I had that one creeper that was kind of in the way when I came into here, just kind of annoying, but on the way out I have a creeper that boosts me up a few blocks, which you'll see in a second here. Quite kind of him. Doesn't actually save much time, but realistically I didn't lose much time from the other creeper, so all balances out. On the way down the mountain here is another thing that I think I slightly do better than Ben. Ben avoids fall damage here because when you get hit you slow down, but he avoids it just by kind of taking a less direct route, whereas I just use some blocks below me to avoid the fall damage. Parkour is pretty much the exact same thing as normal, so I'm just going to use this time to mention that I set up an auto splitter for this, and if somebody wants to use it, I will probably have to make it a little bit more user-friendly because it's kind of a pain in the ass to get working, but it's kind of nice to have. It's really cool to be able to like optimize each individual split. And it seems to be pretty accurate to the pastehtml time, so. And this is the reason that this run is fun. You gotta do these Icaruses. I think I was a little slow in building that one, which is one of the reasons that I lose a little bit of time on this split, but only a little bit, and I think it's probably because my PB had a very good split here. Overall though, coming out of this wall, I think I'm only like half a second or a second above Ben's time. So, and just to make matters worse, I think this is probably also where I'm losing a little bit of time. Is you can get up this mountain here with TNT a little bit faster. Unfortunately, this is the section that I practiced less because it was later in the route. So, one of the other ways I'm saving time over Ben here, though, is these ladder drops. Ben shifts over the edge and lines them up. I just go for them and hope for the best. You can see here, you need to be just barely on the void lane, so I just try to line that up ahead of time and just see what I can do. For the most part, you have a pretty good run-up on all these, so it's not like that scary to do. I'm a little bit less accurate about them, though. I'm also a little bit slow in this wall grab, which might be another time loss. So all that's left is just to eat at the right times, get up to full health, and then Icarus. I think I messed up at some point here and ate an extra piece of food. I might have been able to get away with that one, but overall I just barely have enough health to Icarus at the end, so I'm not sure about that. Unfortunately, one of the eats that I'm not so proud of is coming up here, because I really shouldn't eat on this ladder ever. It's just not long enough to actually do it without slowing down at the end, and I have another ladder after this that I could be eating on, so it's unfortunate. And strangely enough to me, this split here is the one that I seem to save the most time I've been on, other than that little hiccup. Because I take apparently a faster route down the mountain, which surprises me, because this is not something I've tested much. I reckon that this run could be still improved another like 4 or 5 seconds without really any more strats, but past that, past like a 5:25, it's gonna get really hard without another strat. There's not really enough like long time losses in this run to improve on, other than me going around the VM here instead of going on the back.
Fuck yes, dude. That's world record by like 4 seconds. Jesus. Holy fuck, okay.
Thanks for watching and good luck to whoever tries to beat this run.
There we go.